Okay, I'm here with Coach Allan Tellis,
Right.
and we're going to talk about his life, his early life, and his career, Pershing High School, coaching, those types of things. But let's start with your early life. So, where were you born? Where did you come from?
I was born in Detroit, over on the west side, over in around what street was that? 25th, Roosevelt area.
Okay.
Went to Colombian High School. Was really nice neighborhood back then. It was I would say halfway integrated back then. Back then, 1941, 30s.
Okay.
I was integrated. Went to Colombian Elementary, where it was integrated.
Okay.
I had all white teachers, and they did an excellent job with me, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
They were very helpful, especially in these well, we did a lot of things there. We learned how to garden back then in elementary school, and we had auditoriums where you had plays, and we had choirs. I was in the choir there.
Okay.
And
were you involved in sports?
They didn't have sports in elementary school.
Okay, and then high school. Where'd you go to high school?
Sports. I ran track. What else did I do in high school?
Which high school?
Northwestern High School.
Northwestern, okay.
Yes.
Is it called the Big N.O.?
The Big N.O.
Okay.
Big N.O.
So what events did you run in high school?
I ran cross country. I ran the half mile. I made all city in the half mile. I ran little hurdles once in a while when the coach needed me. Cross country, quarter mile.
Okay.
Any event that I might be needed to run. Same thing in college too.
Okay, and where'd you go to college?
Wayne State University.
All right.
Right. So I ran half mile there, quarter mile there, and I ran some hurdles there. And long jump. I did long jumping too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what was your best event?
I would say...
Or your favorite?
My favorite event was the half mile. That's my favorite event.
Okay.
The half mile. All right. And I like the quarter mile, but the half mile is what I made all city at Northwestern High School.
Okay.
All three of us slammed the half mile for Northwestern in the city. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what years were?
1947 was when I graduated from Northwestern.
Okay, so you were and then what years were you in Wayne State?
Well, Wayne State. Now, when you ask me about that, I can't really. I would have to look at my diploma.
That's okay.
Because it was like an off and on trip at Wayne State.
Gotcha.
You see, you go in.
Back then, you had to work in.
Right. Yeah, I had to work.
Yeah.
During the time I was at Wayne State, I owned a strip hut.
Oh.
I owned a strip hut on Mac. Was it Mac? Oh, between Canton and I forgot the streets over there. But it was, I don't know if Mac, and it was across the street of another restaurant. I forgot the name of that. Yeah. But they called us the Little Strip Hut.
Okay.
Back in 51.
Okay.
51.
All right.
So it was very successful at the time, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, question: at that time, what were some of the things that were going on? That was after Jesse Owens had run in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, what was the climate like in?
When you say climate, back
Yeah,
then,
racially and and of course you'd remember Jesse Owens running in
oh
the.
sure, oh sure,
Yeah,
oh yeah, oh yeah.
yeah.
Matter of fact, I met Jesse Owens. I don't know if I
Oh
ever told you that.
no.
I met Jesse Owens in shoot, I don't know, in Germany,
Hmm.
and I don't know was it he came out of the stands and congratulated me. I have a article upstairs and a photograph,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, congratulated me how I ran,
Okay.
trying to make we're running for the elimination for
Mm-hmm.
number one to go to Rome.
Okay.
I had to really run, but he came down and congratulated me uh, how well I did, you know. But
You were qualifying for the Rome Olympics.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Was that Rome or well? It was in. I have it upstairs in my photograph book,
Mm-hmm.
but I was in the army running.
Oh, okay.
I was in the army running. They call it uh, TDY. I guess
Mm-hmm.
I have that right. I hope that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I made the team.
Okay.
You made the team. But this particular thing, I was running to qualify to go to Rome.
Mm-hmm.
And I have pictures in my album upstairs
Okay.
of that. And, but the army, you see, when got in the army, I was very fortunate. We were supposed to go to career, my
Mm-hmm.
group. The
Okay.
1279th was supposed to go to career.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, they decided G. Menon Williams was our governor at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was 1950 when the war broke out.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Okay.
And so the National Guard. So they take you right away, start training you. We trained on the west coast at Fort Lewis, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very fortunate. They scheduled us to go to career, and G. Menon Williams said, "Don't send my boys to a career, send them to Germany."
Oh, okay.
So that's how that happened.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good governor. Everybody loved him.
Okay.
He was ambassador to Africa. G. Menon Williams.
Yes.
Menon shaving cream.
Oh, that same family.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
Mhm.
so, how did you start coaching at Pershing?
I've always wanted to coach.
Mm-hmm.
I we would back in those days, you know, we didn't have TV back then. So we stayed we were always doing sports, running,
Mm-hmm.
baseball, well, you know, go to the playground, play baseball, play scrub,
Mm-hmm.
and all that stuff. Then as the night gets darker, so we played like there was a game called reliever, where you catch people and put them in a square.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how all that started, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Running a lot. We did a lot of running.
Okay.
A lot of running. And
Much more than the kids do today.
much more.
So, what year did you start coaching at Pershing? So you had graduated from Wayne State University
right.
already, and
See, I graduated from Wayne State, and see, let me see, let me remember. See now, I started teaching, trying to get to. Oh, I was at Wayne State. Oh, I was running. I was running at Wayne State. Don't forget that.
mm-hmm.
And so when I graduated, I'm trying to figure out when there was an opening at Pershing, which they said it would be hard to coach back then.
Oh, okay.
The reason why, because everything was filled up.
Mm-hmm.
And mostly you had more white coaches than black coaches back then.
Okay.
Back then. And the one that pushed me into coaching, I'm going to surprise you with a name. The great Lorenzo Wright.
Wow.
Great Lorenzo. He was the superintendent, we got his title of athletics in Detroit here.
Mm-hmm.
So when he got that title, he said, I want to make sure you'll get that job coaching one day.
Mm-hmm.
See? And when I got the job, it was at Pershing. And,
Okay.
But first of all, I forgot that part where I went to Condon. I went to Condon Junior High as a gym teacher.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Man, that was something else. I opened the doors.
Okay.
Oh, you know, I come in opening doors, changing things at Condon Junior High.
All right. That was your first coaching job.
Well,
or you know, you're teaching gym.
Teaching gym.
Gotcha. Right.
But I came up with, I started coaching, teaching track, part of my gym thing. Mm-hmm. And also basketball. I had control of basketball, where we started basketball with different junior high. I was a part of that. Okay. You see? And after I trained my kid, I got so much, I can't remember everything. After I started training my kids in track and whatnot, we had a big track meet for all the kids with intramural meet on the playground where all the kids came out to watch. Okay. That was big. You know, all the kids come out of Condon to watch the kids run. And Lorenzo Wright was there. Now don't forget, Lorenzo Wright was there. Yeah. See, it had a name. I'm not going to tell you mine. I could tell you that, but I'm not. Your nickname? I had a nickname. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I'll tell you, he called me Junie. Everybody called me Junie. And there's a kid down there, a real young kid. That's his name too. He comes around the house. His mother brings around the house. His name is Junie. I guess it's from Junior. Yeah. See? And Renzo was there. And he said, as soon as there's a vacancy, I said, you're going to get that. Okay. And before then, I was helping Irvin Petros. See? I was her help at Chatsey. Okay. See? And also I helped Fears. When Irvin left, I'm just talking now, without the questions. All the stuff I'll just run it to you. So when Petros left Chatsey to be the coach at Mumford, then I was at Chatsey, and they brought Fears over there from Northwestern. Oh, okay. That's how that happened. That's all that stuff. So I worked with him. And what was Mr. Fears doing? Fears could coach. Oh, okay. He was a coach. Yeah, he was basketball coach at Northwestern. Okay. Fears was a fearsome guy. And he had a few problems. We won't have to talk about that. Okay. But that's how he ended up at Chatsey. See, from Northwestern, see. Okay. See, so, and then he got kicked out of, I think he got kicked out of Chatsey. And I end up coach at Chatsey. Oh, okay. I had this great quarter miler, Stan Vincent. Stan Vincent, he could run. Great quarter miler. Okay. Right. And so he could do anything. He played basketball, ran track, tall, slim guy. he ended up at Eastern Michigan.
Okay.
But excellent guy, nice guy. I used to take him home every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I had so many nice guys. I just
Okay.
that I developed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who were some of the most notable athletes that came through? And I'm thinking about particularly in Pershing, because you had Spencer Haywood and with Ralph Rice, you had some notable athletes.
Well,
There,
Spencer,
not
yeah.
just in track, but in sports. What do you remember about those guys?
Spencer. Who? Can't think of all those guys right now.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a hell of a basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, Robinson was over there.
Yes, Coach Robinson.
Robinson left Miller High School to coach at Pershing.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up winning. I think it was Pershing's first, or I think it was. I'm not too sure.
Mm-hmm.
Winning all city, stuff like that. Bubba Hawkins was one of the outstanding players.
Yep.
He was one of the outstanding players. Jeter, Daryl Jeter, which is my cousin, distant cousin, great guy.
Okay.
And there are other guys that I can't remember right now.
But you were at Pershing at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pershing same time.
So they had a good track team and basketball.
Right.
And yeah.
Yeah, they had all of those things back in the day.
Yep.
Back in the day, see, you had 3,000 kids in these high schools.
Wow. Yeah.
See, big difference.
And Pershing had a lot of Pershing had a lot of students there.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of the biggest challenges and opportunities that you faced at Pershing?
Oh, I'm trying to say, I didn't have too many problems. I'm trying to figure out something I overcame a lot of those little funny problems, you know. Some teacher came in there, looked like she came in there, and I'd been there long before she did, so I wanted to go into that.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to watch me and checking on me and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Every time she was caught wrong.
Yeah, a lot of discrimination and things going on there.
Well, when people love, I use the word love me. It was mostly white teachers at Pershing.
Oh, okay.
And they were crazy about me.
Hmm.
And the reason why they were crazy about me, because I worked hard.
Mm-hmm.
They saw what I was doing. You see,
mm-hmm.
When I came to Pershing, I brought in uniforms.
Oh,
Kids
okay.
didn't have uniforms to wear in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing at Condon. Wherever I go, I make changes.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. I see something need to be changed, I change it.
Mm-hmm.
You see. And in other words, I said, no, you got to have uniforms to wear here.
Yeah.
You know, coming up here with raggedy gym clothes, anything. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
So I ordered gym clothes so they could we could all look in uniform.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the things, you see.
Okay.
And so,
who were some of your greatest track athletes that you coached?
well, you got to say, there's so many that did so well. Darnell Hall went to the Olympics. Ella Willis ran, won the marathon 3 times. She did go to the New York Marathon, and I don't know how she placed that, she told me.
Mm-hmm.
But she won so many things.
She's still running.
Yeah, and she's still running.
Yeah, Ella
she's still
Willis.
running.
Yeah,
she's running.
Now, did she start running with they didn't have a girls track team back then, did they?
No.
So
I started that.
Okay.
They didn't have a girls track team, and I started I think Terry Trevelyan was my first girl running.
Oh, okay.
Terry Trevelyan.
Yeah.
And her dad didn't really like that too much.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted her to play basketball.
Okay.
So she didn't run that much longer. She was off. She stopped running track, you know.
Okay.
But to be honest, she was the first girl that I picked up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ella, when she came, because I got to Pershing in 1970.
Okay.
1970.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember when Ella came.
That's when I got to Pershing, actually. 1970.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was ninth grade. So for the relatively short time that I ran under you, that was 1970 to 1971.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you do? Graduate in 71?
No, I graduated in 74.
Oh, you went to another school then and graduated?
No, I was there. I graduated from Pershing.
Oh, did you? Okay.
In 1974.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you had Gray Ella Willis. You had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me see. Can I think of their names right now?
So you got there in 1970, and you built the track and field program. You were building that up.
Oh yeah.
With uniforms, and
right.
You started the girls track team.
Right.
And coached some great people. And
right.
Got them involved in meets and
pole. I had pole vaulters.
Yeah.
I had pole vaulters, man. Yeah.
Okay.
What's it called? Cooley Beat took first in the city.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, John Few. I'm telling you different things, all different ways, different times.
Mm-hmm.
But John Few came over there as the director, athletic director. That's a long story. Long story where he didn't like how things looked. But before John Few came, he had Robert Taylor as athletic director.
Okay.
And then Robert Taylor, I think, went over to McKenzie.
Mm-hmm. So how did track and field shape the young people's lives?
Because under me or anywhere, if you have a coach that like kids,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not about always winning,
Mm-hmm.
it's about being a part of.
Oh, okay.
See, my thing was I needed kids, and it's about being a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And if you win, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't win like the other guys, you were a part of.
Yeah.
See, you got some kids who didn't know how to swim right. If they didn't know how to swim, I said, why don't you come out for track? See, I went in the swimming pool.
Yep.
Nice kids. Watch this. They had grade A grades. Top grades. Okay. They had top grades. Mm-hmm. That means what happened? Now I have a team. Yeah. They were top runners, but I had a large number of kids. Okay. You see? Yeah. In other words, I treated them, hey, with respect.
All right. And they went on, I'm sure a number of them went on to college. And,
oh, yeah. I see this one guy, and I wish I knew his name. He has A's, well, whatever. But these are good kids, man. Yeah, they knew I loved them.
Okay. So teamwork was part of it. They were part of, and it was teamwork.
They were part of our team.
So what were some of your core principles as a coach?
Come to practice and be on time.
Okay.
come to practice, be on time. I don't want you to miss no days. See? So if you had to miss some days, you had to come and talk to me. We talk about it. And this, that was it,
Okay.
And I'm here to I don't want any foolishness. And that was one of the main things. If you're going to run, you do what I tell you to do. See? And that was it. But then don't forget now, I started the girls' track team. Nobody had girls' track. Chatsy is the only one that had girls' track. See, this was before we started in 74, I believe, when I first started girls' track. 74. You have to probably look that up, that they didn't have girls' track in 74.
Okay. But Ella Willis.
Yeah, Ella Willis.
Not as a program, but some girls, a few girls ran. Terry Trevelyan and Ella Willis. A few girls were running.
You're right. Watch this.
Okay.
Ella ran cross country. There wasn't a track team.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
There was a track team.
Okay.
And I put her on the cross country team, and she had bells on her shoes. And when the guys heard her come, clang, 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 they didn't want the girls to beat her. Ella kept coming. Yeah, that's back then. Yeah, that's right. It wasn't. So that means if Ella was running before they had a girls' track team. Yeah. You see? So I was coaching, and then
that was history.
Yes, history.
Yeah.
And then everybody started, like Denby, Chuck Lewis, Woody Central, Woody Central, Denby. I can't think of everybody, but especially Woody was something, because he always was coaching something. Yeah.
Okay. So what did you see as the role of sports in bridging community, bringing community together, or even providing opportunities for future generations?
Well, it brings community together because the parents, and especially if the parents see you working, they like you. In other words, you taking their kids on trips.
Yeah.
In your car. You will get that? Okay. All right. You take kids in your car, which is dangerous. Back then, they didn't want us to go to Ohio.
Oh.
They didn't want us to go to Ohio. Those different, what's the name of that? Or Toledo? I don't know if you ran in Toledo or this other one. What's the name of that place that everybody went to? But you had to have permission on paper if it's all right for your kids to go and all of that.
Okay.
And they said, plus you were restricted to so many miles.
Oh, you couldn't go. You couldn't go very far.
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah. But
so the students were competing mostly more locally.
Right. We had to. We were sneaking. I had to. How did I do that? Sometimes I had to do things that I wasn't supposed to do to keep running or something like that. We had to say, well, we aren't, this is a club. That's what it was. It wasn't Pershing.
Okay.
We had to call ourselves a club.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Now, as a club, you could move. But you couldn't say Pershing.
Gotcha.
That's what it was.
Oh,
you see?
Wow.
Man.
So as close as Ohio is, you couldn't even go to, okay.
Yeah, you could, not under Pershing's name.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, what do you hope your former students and the athletes remember about you?
They,
Not just as a coach, but as a person.
As a person,
Yeah.
they remember me as being strict about things.
Okay.
Yeah. Give you a good example.
Mm-hmm.
Down there, Hall stopped running.
Okay.
Yeah, he down there, Hall. So I quit, and I said, "Whoa, you don't want to run. You don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to run. It's not about me. It's about you."
Yeah.
He quit. Here's a guy who went to the Olympics.
Wow.
He quit, then came back.
Okay.
Now that's very important. People need to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you quit because I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I'm gonna tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Now, which Olympics did he go to?
Hmm?
Which Olympics did he go to?
Spain. He went to Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Got a gold medal because he ran on the mile relay.
Okay, on the relay team.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. See, a lot of coaches, they want to look good, but you got some coaches like Lafayette. You can quit if you want to. He doesn't care. But some coaches will do anything, change your grade, anything, for you, just so you can run.
Hmm.
It's about them. It's not about me. I don't care. I love the sport. I know I can do the job. You come, I can do the job. That's me.
Okay.
That's me. I'm gonna be there. I tell you who else.
So that's one of the things you want them to remember about you as a coach. Yeah. Or as a person. Yeah.
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 Keith Grant. Keith Grant book is on the table right there. Mm-hmm. I can get it right there. And I like to give it to let you see it.
What did he write a book about?
It's right there. Mm-hmm. He wrote about, what was it? That's my wife. You off the phone, baby? Okay.
Let's record.
Oh, okay. Keith Grant in the living room.
No, it's okay.
That's okay. All right, then.
Yeah, we're still recording.
Yeah, recording. They'll hear that too. And so Keith Grant wrote a book. And guess who's on the cover? Me and him and somebody else. I forgot this guy's name. Okay. Now that's how much he thought about me. Mm-hmm. He said to me, they said he couldn't run no more because of heart problems. That's right. Back then, they hear a murmur or something like that. Yeah. They were kind of strict. You had a murmur, you couldn't run. Mm-hmm. So he was hurt. So he called me, says, Coach, they said I can run again. He says, can you help me during the summer? Now, he said, during the summer, I play tennis in the summer. Yeah. I tell my kids, go and have fun. Yeah. I say, you have fun, whatever. See, it's not about those track. And he said, can you come? I said, if I come, you better be there when I come. And he was. Yeah. He ended up doing a great job in cross country, whatnot. Okay. See, I was there and he was there. And he ended up, he Dr. Keith Grant, got all of that. Okay.
Okay. And so let's talk about tennis a bit. When did you start playing tennis?
That was when we would hit on the wall. I live in that neighborhood, Northwestern High School, and they had walls over there where you can play tennis. And I started over there. I don't know. I got started for some reason. I started playing tennis, but I didn't get into it till much later. I got into it after I got married. I got married to my first wife in I think about the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started really trying to learn how to play tennis,
Okay.
and I've been
But
playing.
you played tennis for a long time.
Oh, shoot. I never stopped.
Okay.
I never stopped. Then you had to play novice, where you go out for this tournament, try to get a novice, because you're brand new and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got pictures about, whatever. But I got trophies. By the way, you might want one of those trophies. So I'm trying to give it to my boy. So guys who ran track. Yeah, this is the living room there. And the reason, can I say this? That I'm not going to be here like nobody, like everybody else. They ain't going to be here forever.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I going to hold on to stuff?
Well, you're 96.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And getting along real good. Like, most people don't make it to 96.
That's right.
African-American man, 96 years of age. You've been through some things. You've seen some things.
That's right.
You've seen a lot of presidential administration and everything else. What's carried you all this time? Why do you think that you've been around for almost 100 years?
Okay, that's a great question. Why is it there? Be a good listener.
Okay.
That's the key. If you're a listener to your mama, your daddy, go to church, you can make it. If you don't listen, then a lot of times I shouldn't have made it because I wasn't supposed to do certain things.
Okay.
But after I passed some of the things I got into, I said, I'm not going to do that no more. Now, how many people get into stuff and say, I'm not going to do that no more? No, what they go right back to it.
Yeah.
You see?
It seems like you've been active most of your life. Or all your life, really?
All my life. I never stopped.
Yeah.
I never stopped. Why? If I stop, I'm going to be in trouble. See? I'll exercise anytime, anywhere. I exercise. I walk by that table or this table and start doing some stretching. And if I didn't stretch today, I'll go in the kitchen somewhere and stretch. I'll do stretching here maybe. I don't come in here too much, but the kitchen I might stretch there. Wherever.
Okay.
You stretch when you think about it. Now I'm into more now. I just feel good. The other thing that I have picked up on lately, I haven't been doing it for years. I pray more.
Okay.
I pray more.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It works.
Mm-hmm.
It works. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Anything you might think of, you might want, it happens. It's crazy. You say, I need this. All right. You see that man upstairs doing work for me? Excellent worker.
Okay.
I'm looking for somebody. I had someone that people just love me. And the guy that does work for me or whatever always has. You don't know him, but I think he might. He brought a guy in here. He said, well, he'll come back and he's going to Florida. He's going to Florida and come back. I said, but I found somebody else. And he'll be through in three. He started Tuesday. He'll be through by Thursday.
Okay.
Excellent. Been doing it for 40 years. And he says, I said, man, you know that? He said, I've been doing this for 40 years. I love it. He says, sometimes my wife has to call me to come home. I said, I asked you, that's some hard work. Tearing up a shower. Okay. Taking the bricks out of the shower. That's God. That's God sent him to me. I called Tyler. I said, Tyler, I said, you know a guy that so. He said, yeah. He said, he did my whole house. And Tyler doesn't play.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler was an executive somewhere.
Okay.
And
so prayer and
prayer.
It attracts the right people and right circumstances.
Prayer will lead you to the right people.
Okay.
And you don't even know it though. You don't know it. I mean, you don't know. And it happens so quick.
Mm-hmm. See.
Now, I wasn't a great person that prays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not, but I pray. I pray now, but not a whole lot. I still pray.
Mm-hmm.
I pray every day.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and I pray at night.
Okay.
See, for being thinking for everything.
Mm-hmm.
See, because I'm nobody.
Being grateful. Now, in terms of your health, your health habits, you don't smoke. Did you ever smoke?
I tried to. Body wouldn't take it.
Okay.
I try to be cute.
Okay. Did you ever drink?
Yeah, no. You wouldn't call me a drinker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a drinker.
Okay.
I just taste.
Okay.
Just like this.
Yeah.
And I'm tasting now, so my voice would be okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, because, when you were coming up and around, a lot of people drank recreationally.
I didn't drink.
Every day after work or something like that, they call it a nightcap or this or that. So you haven't been a smoker, you haven't been a drinker.
No.
You've been active. Okay. Were you ever overweight? Because
never. Wait, yes, I did. I was.
Okay.
I was overweight.
Mm-hmm.
When I first got married to Gloria,
mm-hmm.
I stopped everything. I stopped playing tennis and everything.
Okay.
All I did was stay home and maybe I think I cooked or something, whatever.
Okay.
And I stopped going to the tennis court. Guess what? I went, see, my average weight is like 140 and 145.
Mm-hmm.
And I never knew I could go up because I was always active.
Okay.
I went up to 156 pounds. And my cousin in Cleveland, she was there, looked at me, going up the elevator. And he said, here he is. Here he is over here. He said, right here. He said, right there, James Long. Mm-hmm. All of these are great football players.
Oh, okay.
He played football.
Okay.
He said, what's wrong with you? I said, what you mean what's wrong with me? He says, you're putting on weight. I said, I am. That's a way to jump on you real quick and you don't realize it. Mm-hmm. You don't realize it. I said, I am. Gloria was with me in the elevator. Okay. I said, okay. I stopped. Hey, I stopped hanging in the house and I wouldn't be there no more. I was, we're still married, but I was gone. You don't keep moving.
You had to get active again.
I got active again.
All right.
I got active again.
Was it tennis then, or was
tennis?
Yeah. Okay.
Tennis.
Did you ever go to the gym or?
Not back then.
Okay.
Not back then. I don't remember. Wait a minute.
But you went to Franklin.
I retired. I didn't go to the gym. I retired in 93.
93. Okay.
93. Mm-hmm. And that's when I started going to the gym.
Oh, okay.
93. See? And I stayed in the gym. I went 3 times a week, swimming and everything. Mm-hmm. And I'm going back to the gym to just swim. Mm-hmm. See? But around here, I have, some people would like to know what I do. I call it bed exercise. Okay. I can tell them what to do. Bed exercise. Before I get out of bed, I start wiggling my toes. Okay. I wiggle my toes. Mm-hmm. Stretch my toes. Stretch my feet. Stretch my feet. this is bed exercise. Stretch my arms. You know why? Because I don't feel like getting up.
Okay.
See? So I don't have to worry about going to the gym right now. But I know I got to get up. I don't want to get up. So I do things like this in the bed. Bring my legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch over here. Stretch over there. You see? Everything is right here for you. All you have to be a listener. And a lot of people don't listen. They don't listen. See? They want to do something, but they don't. Much as you tell them, but you say, I want to live. I want to live a good life. If I'm going to live, I got to do it, and I don't want to do it.
Okay.
People want to live, but they won't. They just won't want to fight for it. They don't seem they want to fight for it. They know they're messing up.
Well, if you could go back.
But you asked, that was a good thing we were on. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you could go back and tell your younger self and talk to your younger self as a young man starting out, what would you tell him? What advice would you give?
Number one, you got to be a good listener. Okay. Listen to your parents. Listen to your parents. Listen to older people who are telling you the right things. Now, I'm not talking about telling you junk. I'm telling you, people trying to direct you in the right direction. You have to be a good listener.
Okay.
If you don't listen, you ain't gonna make it. Look, I could have been dead. I could have been dead. I could have been dead on a railroad track. I was a kid. I was on the railroad track, jumping on cars. You understand it? Car, jumping. I say car. Railroad cars. You see, I was a kid. I was jumping in dirty water that you wouldn't know about it. You go straight around Grand River to the where the river is. There used to be dirty garbage in there and that stuff.
It used to be filthy, like the Rouge River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And jumping over in there, I was kid like everybody, kids on bikes, riding your bikes and going places and going to just like everybody else. And some people make it and some people don't.
Yeah.
See?
A lot of people leave here before 96.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what would you like your great-grandchildren? So what do you have? You have grandchildren and great-grandchildren?
I have them. But it's a different world now. It's a different world. Maybe it's because I did take care of Chris's. Let's see, what was that? Chad, or was it Chad? I would pick him up. Chad, my son's. But don't forget, I was a worker. I wasn't home. So don't forget now. Watch this. People that stay home, the young folks that take their kids over to their grandma's house. Am I right?
Yeah.
So my grandkids didn't see me. They saw me when they come to dinner. When I used to have a lot of dinners here. But they never saw me where I had to take care of them.
Oh, okay.
Big grandma and all that stuff. Now, I don't know, but I was always gone.
You were being active. So
I was being active. That's why I got the track kids love me.
Okay.
They were my kids. They were my kids.
Okay. So what advice do you want to give to your great-grandchildren, even future generations who are going to see this?
Well, I'm going to still say one thing. Be a good listener. You got to listen to people.
Okay.
If you don't listen, your butt ain't gonna be here long.
Mm-hmm.
Then, to be honest with you, everybody is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not the same. Everybody doesn't have the certain genes, whatnot, to make you listen. You see, you come from different parents. No matter how hard I try to get drunk and whatnot, I can't. You would ask a question, well, why can't you? I can't drink every day.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that. I can't. I started smoking, then I tried a pipe. Can't do it. So that means God, you came on this earth a certain way, and it's quite hard to, I don't know how to explain that. And who your parents are and all of that. Those genes play a big part of you listening, or how you eat, how you drink, and who your parents are. Oh, shit.
You mentioned genes. How old were your parents and grandparents when they passed away?
My mother was 108.
Wow.
108, man.
100.
In her right mind.
And where was she born?
Down south somewhere. I forgot all the places, man. But she was down there. I forgot. Georgia, somewhere. I forgot the name of it right now. And then my dad he passed at 70, which is the age that they say you would pass 70,
Mm-hmm.
75, like that. Good ball player, liked to play ball, climb trees and show off.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a club, we go picnics, and great little, he liked sports. He liked sports.
What did he pass away from?
Cancer.
Okay.
Cancer, yeah.
You know what type of cancer?
I really don't know. He at Ford Hospital. What kind of cancer did he die from? But he smoked and he drank. He wasn't drunk. He wasn't a drunkard.
Okay.
But he drank. He drank pretty tough. He drank. Not like, not what I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he drank.
And your mom passed away at 108.
Yeah.
Now did she just pass away in bed or something, or how did?
Well, just in bed probably. Here she had lost a leg. She had lost one of her legs.
To diabetes or something?
I forgot what that was. I think she said a chair hit her, and it wasn't, I don't know what it was exactly, but a chair hit her, whatnot, but she put a prosthesis on and was able to go to church and was active, playing piano. My mother was very active.
Okay.
Very active. She stayed going all the time.
Okay, what about your aunts and uncles? And they were from Georgia?
They come from Georgia. They come from Georgia and
mm-hmm.
maybe some other places. They come from Georgia and they moved about. I had one up in Springfield, Massachusetts,
Mm-hmm.
and I had them all over. I had uncles mostly in Atlanta, Georgia. That's where they are. But they passed.
Okay.
They passed. I had a lot of cousins. They were cousins. Yeah. You know how people keep moving.
Yeah.
Slaves keep moving and this and that and the other.
Mm-hmm.
But
now looking back on your life, what are you most grateful for?
this good health.
Okay.
This good health.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? A listener. I'm grateful to be a listener. And sometimes, I don't know if it's me or God.
Mm-hmm.
I was down on John R., where it was tough. When I came out of the Army, looking around, seeing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Being part of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You know what something said? Go home. Go home.
You got to listen to that too.
Yeah, go home.
Just listen to your parents.
Go home. See,
mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Some people because the guy sat next to me, I never forgotten that guy. And he says, "Why are you so chilly? Why are you so chilly?" I'm sitting like this. Sitting right here, just looking. I'm looking. See? Now, you make it one step in the wrong direction. You over there, hey, what's going on? What are you guys doing here? You want to try this? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
They say, this is right on John R. All the action.
All the action.
All the action.
All the bars, all the
all
clubs,
the bars, all the Cadillacs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Coach, I'm right there in it.
Yeah.
And this guy sitting next to me, he's probably on the gay side, I guess. He was known around John R. because I've seen him many times when I would go on John R. And he says, "Why are you so chilly?" A lot of times I would be home and ladies would call me and say, "Can you come over?" I said, "I'm in bed. I ain't going nowhere." You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't interested in going nowhere. I go to bed early.
Now, if you could be remembered for one thing, what would that be?
Hey. Well, that would be good. You know, so I have so many things. But I would pick like going to Rome, being a part of a track team in Rome. And then we had to run against the British and different people like that. Going to Rome was a big thing, man.
That was a highlight in your life. Huh?
Back in the pictures right here. What was that? 1952 and somewhere in 1951. The Pope comes out of the balcony.
Oh.
And he says hello to the American track team.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You go here. I was still young. I don't know how young I was. Maybe 21, something like that. Maybe.
So you were born in
28.
28. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, going on a ship to Europe.
Oh yeah, because you didn't fly. You had to take a ship over.
Yeah. Big storm come up, you know, and it goes up. The ship goes so high, there's nothing underneath. The ship goes way up, and there's nothing there. It goes like that. Oh, bam, bam. It goes down fast. It bounces, bam, bam, bam.
Wow. Did you get seasick?
I didn't, but everybody else did.
Okay.
Because I like to rock anyway. See, I was a rocker.
Yeah.
I was a rocker, see. I was a rocker as a kid in a rocket chair.
Yeah.
And people were throwing up. And guess what? I never had to do KP until I got on the ship. People were throwing, they needed help.
Yeah.
I said, we're going to put you on KP. That's a true story.
Okay.
That's a true story. I love to rock.
Famous people that you've met. So we know Jesse Owens is one. Who else?
Muhammad Ali. Up there in the bar, up there on John R. upstairs. He came up with a private place. It was a private place, and I was up there. Okay. And he came up there, and I said, talk with him. I said hi, whatever. But I met Jesse Owens, and I'm probably missing somebody.
Mayor Coleman Young.
Oh yeah, I met him. He's great. That man was great. His book. Who's got this? Is that Gloria's book? I saw
a picture over there with Bill Cosby.
Yeah, it's right over there. Yeah. we were trying to sell a book. We were trying to sell a book, and my buddy wrote this book, and it should have took off, and it didn't. Never did take off. Yeah. So who else did I meet? I don't know. I don't remember everything now, but
Joe Louis. Did you ever meet Joe Louis?
I'm trying to see. I think I'm sure I have. He might have been out of boxing, but I think I might have met him.
Okay.
He probably after he was out of boxing, they gave him a job at maybe somewhere, so people come in and shake his hand or something like that. I don't remember.
Okay, so besides Rome, you went away for service. You traveled with the track team to Rome. Other places you've been?
Oh yeah, I've been places that some people go, like Hawaii. I was stationed in Germany. Where else did I go?
In other places that you'd like to go before you say your final farewell?
There are places I want to go, but things are so bad. I don't know.
You
maybe
don't know if
Spain.
you really want to go. Yeah.
I seem like I'm attracted to go to Spain for some reason. Whatever. There's a lot of places that's where the water is that I might want to go.
Or anything else that you want to do before, you still want to do?
Nope. I don't want to do anything. As far as I'm concerned, I did what I wanted to do, was stay active and play tennis. Now, don't forget, now I was a boxer too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
what division?
Welterweight.
Welterweight. Okay.
Welterweight. I got pictures right here somewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Who else was who was a famous welterweight at the time?
Oh, Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay, yeah.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
You ever meet Sugar Ray?
I don't.
Or see him box?
Oh, I saw him
at the Olympia. Or something.
I saw him box many times.
Okay.
On either. Oh, yeah. He was at the Olympia in Detroit.
Yep.
You weren't around then, were you?
No. No.
He fought Jake LaMotta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sugar Ray, man. Oh God, he could dance. Because he could dance, he could swirl you around. He grab you by the elbow. I learned, grab your elbow and spin you, and then hit you, bam.
Oh.
You're on the ropes. He reach out, grab your elbow, was able to turn you and hit you, bam. That was a hell of a move.
And that was that.
Jake LaMotta. They fought in Detroit a lot.
Okay.
At the old Olympia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Boxing, track, and all that.
I was looking at it yesterday, boxing. And Gloria said, that's old. I guess they're putting boxing on there, things that people look at, but they're old stuff, but still you can watch it, see how bad they look.
Well, I know you say things have changed a lot. So what would you say to the youth of today and tomorrow? What final words as we kind of wrap this up?
Okay, you can wrap it up. For the youth today, you need to learn how to pray. It's tough. You don't know what to say. Just say, God, I love you. Help me, and be a good listener. You got to learn to pray a little bit or something to keep you going. I know it's hard. Because it was hard. It's just hard to get involved with religion. It takes a little time. You got to either get real hurt out here, and then you know who God is, he'll bring you back or something like that, or your parents. But your parents are so important if you got good parents. Or your uncles, people who are already been there, they have to listen. Mm-hmm. Listening is so important, man.
Okay.
So important, I'm telling you.
Well, I think that's our lesson for today. Mm-hmm. I want to thank you, Coach Allan Tellis.
Don't worry about that.
I want to call you. I want to say tennis.
Like you tell a story, but
tennis and Tellis.
Right.
Tell us about tennis.
Tellis.
Yeah.
So it's something like you say, us tell us.
Yeah.
Us. Yeah. US. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been speaking with Coach Allan Tellis, who's got quite a career with education and the service and track and field and all types of things. So thank you for your life lessons and for these 96 years you've been around, and hopefully you have many, many more. Thank you.
All right. Keep stretching.
All right.